Hello everyone and welcome to episode 10 of Settra on this legendary campaign, patch 6.3. We destroyed this army here from Zinj. It was an auto-resolve, it was fairly easy. And now we actually have these invocations. Not invocations, I guess. That's not exactly what they're called, but these specific skills for the Tomb King. And you no longer have to choose. You can choose every single one of them. And some of them it's good because some of them are quite powerful. So missile strength, I think so. But I also will want the Usirian, the god. Yeah. So right now, because you no longer have to choose, it's so much easier. So much easier. Because previously it was like, you gotta make a composition for that. You know, or at least you can make a composition for that to work properly. But now it's no longer needed. So, army replenished? No. No need for army replenishment, just some gold and the campaign movement range. So I'm thinking that I'm going to declare war against the greenskins. Because they are no longer a superpower. And oh, I can get into these. Yeah, the unwavering resolve, it's... you're already immune to that. It's one of the overlooked things that I hope gets fixed in 6.3.1. So that's nice. Lord recruit rank. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. What can we do with Settra? What can we do with Settra? Finally, let me get the Immortal King of Nehakara. Should I? Or let's get just Jaff. Yeah, I want magical stuff. Or, nah. Let's... do I want Tomb Princess? Do I want Tomb Princess? No, I think not. I want the perfect vigor when mounted on the Chariot of the Gods. Oh, hold on. Speaking of the Chariot of the Gods, there we go. Now it has perfect vigor. That's perfect. Yeah, Dune Restoration, casual replenishment, that's good. And it's no longer mutually exclusive here, so that's even better. So I keep realizing stuff that I've read about, but I'm going like, oh yeah, that's right. They're no longer mutually exclusive there. So I can move the Settra over here. Maybe to the sea. I think so. Maybe to the sea. There's likely to be an invasion coming in again. I heavily doubt that that was the only lords that he was going to send in. You know, only army that he was going to send in. 6 turns for a new army. Let's go for Cambry. Yeah, now I can upgrade to level 3. And the scholarly purity to reduce the corruption. That's nice. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Yeah, seems cool. Nothing else to build. That's okay. And the Garrison Lords, that's only that one. Do I have anything in terms of diplomacy to do this turn? Yeah, I could have, so I'm gonna declare war on the Bloody Hands. So the Man-Eaters, it's a treaty that we can get. That's good. That's okay. They're kind of in the line of good, by the way. They're always getting good alliances with Empire or Kislev factions against the Fecondities, because it seems like Festus has his number. So yeah, it's always on the side of good, so that's a good idea to have that. Before I end turn, I think I'm gonna put him on the sea, and what do you know? After a couple of turns, I do get attacked by Kairos Fateweaver, which attacked with Lightning Strike against this army. Are you sure? That's 5 blues. That's in essence 5 units that really don't count. You're not exactly fielding Chosen there. You do have Akult Hellbrass, has some nice abilities and stuff, but he's not going to do anything for you. So yeah, Kairos is still dangerous, so be careful. I'm going to send in my chariots just to bait maybe some shots from some missiles, some bombardment spells, and at the same time attack the flyers. There's like 4 flyers, so it's going to take time, and I have my artillery units over here on behalf, of course, of my infantry troops. So chariots are going to go onto the side and try to lure the Chaos Furies into a bad matchup. And I'm using my artillery against the Chaos Knights, mostly because I want to finish up their mobility. Kairos is a problem, of course, but yeah, I'm gonna try to clear up their mobility or anything with shields. Yeah, it's not exactly the best shot for that, but at least I got my single entities to remove the charge here from these guys. So that was a nice shot from the artillery, and now I'm sitting in the Tomb Guard halberds. That's a great matchup for them, especially without any charge from the Chaos Knights. I'm getting rid of the Chaos Furies on the flanks, so that should be easy. And I'm sending also my infantry because there's nothing really to defend. There's no archers to defend. And of course, Kairos being Kairos, he still has a lot of tricks on his sleeves. Does Kairos wear sleeves? I don't know. But still, he has a lot of tricks. He's a trickster. So yeah, this bombardment completely ruined one of my skeleton chariots, and another one was almost destroyed. He also killed his furies, but they would be dead anyways. So I was thinking, oh, I gotta withdraw that unit before it gets into trouble. So yeah, that's what Kairos can do. He has the spell. If there's a spell to do it, he has the spell for it. This backfired and went a little bit more into his side than on mine. So that was a welcome spell to see. Kairos is now attacking here, and he's going after Tomb Guard with halberds. Really? Actually, it's normal, regular Tomb Guard, so I guess it's fine. And he's going to use a lot of spells, of course. He's always going to use a lot of spells. But I'm going to send in my lords, especially Settra as well. He's coming in, attacking the blues. And yes, Settra and Kairos. Time to have an attack. Or to have a battle. I'm sending also my Cambrian War Sphinx against the Flamer here, the Exalted Flamer. I took a shot of my own artillery, but that's fine. The Flamer should be no more very soon. And once you realize, yeah, the flanks are controlled. Over here, the flanks are controlled. I'm attacking Kairos, which doesn't have a lot of health. So that should be no trouble at all. And Acold, he has some tricks on his sleeves as well. He has sleeves. So he's throwing the sword. Oh, that's nice. That's a cool animation. But yeah, these guys, these are Kepler guards. They're going to do a lot of damage to a small entity target like him. Still getting sleepy. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I try to control a yawn, and I swear it's just not the problem of excitement. Is the problem that I'm just sitting down talking, and what my brain wants to do is go to sleep because I had very little time to sleep. So that was a victory against Kairos. I can now perform the rite of the Great Incantation. Not only will it give me a casket of souls to recruit for Settra. There we go. And now I don't really need that Screaming Skull catapult. I could take it, but I don't really need it. It's not exactly what I want for now. I'm thinking that maybe the Chosen of the Gods would be nice. Yeah. I can also recruit it for someone else, but having the Chosen of the Gods here, etc., that would be nice. I don't need to buff him, though. So, yeah. It's just a unit to snipe lords or something like that. So we're getting 6,000 a turn. Who says Tomb Kings don't make money? Well, they don't, but, you know, early on it's difficult. But if you invest in income, you can get to this place. Like I said, I'm turned 45, and I didn't even really force it. So a new dynasty, it now costs 15,000. That's okay. So do I want these kings? I think the prepared is better one. Yeah, I can make an army with a lot of missiles. Yeah, let's get Soul Reaper. That's good. And you can get some Tomb Guards. What can I do? Definitely a Ushabti army style. Yeah. Because what I want there is for this to trade with the other army. Yep. And hero capacity for Necrotects. That's not too much. Let's unlock. Yep. I'll always need a couple of those. There we go. Do I have fleet-footed, cunning, or eternal? Oh, no, possibility of having more slots for unit capacity actually. But okay, that's fine. I guess not always we can have that. King Rakash, he's the one going to have an army based around not Ishapti, but he's going to have an army based around some tomb guards as well, some chariots, and then give it the other stuff. So can I use... Oh, I don't have enough canopy jars there, so that's okay. That's okay. Now, Khemri already turned 4. Not turn, tier 4. So I want Khemrian War Sphinx because these guys are going to go for Settra. There's a skill that buffs chariots and Khemrian War Sphinxes. So if you're going for chariots, it's a good synergy to just go for Khemrian War Sphinx as a sort of multi-purpose single entity. Like, they're good anti-infantry, but they're also good anti-large. You know, they do a decent amount of damage, just not against dedicated anti-large, you know. Of course, with buffs, everything changes. Yeah, let's get more Ushabti. And over here, I don't get anything, but that's cool. Let's get more Ushabti. You get to be there. That's okay. You get to relax. I get even more income. I don't know if I should increase too much on the income, actually. Maybe I should have a building for something else, but I know that income it's always nice. Okay, so he's at war with Lost Defenders, which don't have a lot of settlements. They have 2, so I might as well just try to create good relations with this guy. Yep. Yeah, might as well just try to get some decent relations with him, at least for them not to backstab me. Okay, it doesn't need to make them friends, just friendly enough. So King Rakash is still going to have this army based around the tomb guards and the chariots. He has some Ushabti and stuff, but he doesn't have this whole army of Ushabti. King Yahansa, he's going to go over to Suntree Glades, and this is the part where I'm going to betray Wurzag. Why? Because Wurzag, it's pretty much destroyed. Look at that. No armies, 4 settlements, they're here. No better time to attack than now. Let's see how much gold I can get from declaring on him. 1,800. The other faction is Iron Bro. Come on, bro. How much? Oh, you really don't like me.
I do not care for you or
You really don't like me.
So speak before I change.
Okay. What should we do? What should we do? I still have that effect from Zinch. Okay, let's go for it. Occupy. That's nice. I gotta be careful because it's gonna be one of those circumstances that I cannot be attacked at this moment because I have that attrition. So I gotta be careful with resolving these. Let's get boost income for sure. Okay. So let's take care of that settlement as well.
Arise, my legions, rise.
Okay, that's a good one to have on a skeleton chariot. Yeah, it's kind of like the banner of swiftness. Okay, I don't want to demolish the building. No, no, no. It's kind of fine. I can even try to replace these guys. Let me see if I can replace them with... Only 3 available with tomb guards. So, yeah. Okay, there's... Let me disband these and keep the best one. There we go. At least I need some shields here. So, yeah. Yep, and then I need to go for Sentry Glades. This is working much better than expected. Maybe I can actually control the whole southern region and sue for peace with Tzeentch, and then double back and go and control the rest of the desert. Because typically Tzeentch is quite annoying to deal with, but I'm going to have another army very soon, which is quite profitable actually to consider. So, hero capacity for the Leech Priests now. I already have the for the new army. I could get the Lord Trustworthy, no. Master Ceremony, no. Disciplined and Prepared. There, another one with Prepared. That's cool and all. But what I want is the La Misa of the 4th Dynasty, because he's a good one to have for Ushabti. Then I'll give the Herald for it. Yeah.
My will be done. Not happening.
Okay, yeah, that should be fine. We might be able to have to fight. That's a close victory, but I think I can fight this one. Yeah, it's not even on a settlement. So all that I have is some Tomb Guard, Ushabti, and Ushabti Great Bows. This is about the easiest army composition. So it's just units on the side that are anti-large, units on the front that are anti-infantry, and the Ushabti Great Bows just attack anything that is quite too powerful. Such as, for instance, I'm attacking the Orc Big Guns, because those are anti-large, and I really don't want anything to happen to my poor Ushabti. So yeah, you can see the damage already. They may not look like it, but they do a lot of damage. These Great Bows are kind of like artillery based. Look at that. I keep trying to show you guys, and the arrows just go somewhere else. But yeah, I'm now attacking the Orc Arrow boys. So just to ensure that they don't do too much damage to our units. And now I'm going to tell my other units to just attack everything. He's actually attacking the Tomb Guard halberds, which have shields, so that's a perfect target. If he was attacking the Ushabti, it would be worse. So let's go. Frontal charge of Ushabti. And he's also charging in, so this makes it much better for my effect. So much better here. Yep. Yep, this looks really a cool engagement for us. Not a lot of strength in his army, actually. So he's just moving around and trying to encircle me. Let's showcase it a little bit. So yeah, these two units have managed to pass through. And it should be just fine. I know it's Ushabti Great Bows and he's attacking with armor-piercing cavalry, but still, it's kind of fine for me. These guys can handle in melee, and I'm focusing them down with a couple more Ushabti Great Bows, so they're now going to retreat. And the Mangler Squigs do nothing against Monstrous Infantry. I don't know, they're just a unit that is great against the infantry, but other than that, they just lose tremendously. Oh, Wurzak is doing his own. That's the Foot of Gork. It disappeared, but not the effect. Oh god. That was a nice effect. He almost killed my unit, but also killed his own unit, so that's good. We're getting flags of him retreating everywhere, so now I'm thinking I gotta make sure to take that away. Gotta make sure to take that away. To take Wurzak away. Because that would cause army losses, that's for sure. So now I'm trying to focus down Wurzak wherever he is with my Ushabti Great Bows. I could have done it right at the start of the battle. That was kind of silly, but he kept him away for quite a while. So it's not like it's always possible. You know, you always think, oh, you just focus him down. What if he's really far away? You're just gonna end up killing the enemy lord and then having a lot of issues against the whole army. So now I'm telling my artillery units to shoot him down. Bring him down! Stop his dancing! can't stop dancing. And he gets the walk as well. And I think it's good because it doesn't cause the walk in a good moment. So he's going to attack my unit, and barely I managed to actually leave just in time for him to actually affect more his units than he affected mine. So that's cool. And now it's a mass retreat. We're glad, we're happy, and we're pursuing him all the way around. So yeah, Wurzag is dead. I captured the settlement, and it's only one settlement left for Wurzag. And I get a Talisman of Preservation. What could be better? So yeah, let's occupy. It's nice. Let's get Revered Stone Masonry for actually 1 in Soul Reaper, just to get the replenishment and increase mobility and boost income later. You're gonna go for Shabti or Growth and Replenishment? Growth and Replenishment, yeah. If I had Settra full, it would be so easy. But it's just gonna be on the next turn that he replenishes, so yeah. But finally, we're at war, yes, and we're actually bordering one another, so that's cool. I just hope I'm not attacked by Kairos again, this time with Chosen or something like that. But I have 3 armies on the vicinity. I'll be able to handle that. And all that I want is to take care of the southern lands. I don't want to go into the Chaos lands. If I can sue for peace, I will. Just so that I can first dominate the desert and go against the Chevaliers of Lyonesse. So, Rapins de Lyonesse. Okay, Luck Misa of the 4th Dynasty, that's the one that we're gonna get. Unassigned skills. Oh yeah, what do I want? Do I want the armor piercing missile damage reload skill, or do I want some damage per second? I'm thinking the damage per second is really cool. The passive ability doesn't really do much for now. But yeah, I think that's the better one. Okay, and the Chevaliers actually like me, which is amazing. But I'm gonna have to do some damage against them. That's for sure, because I want their desert. But that'll be on the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.